You did forget your coffee. Forgot all that coffee.
Can they hear us?
It's not even coffee and chill. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Chilling, straight up chilling.
Pretty sure. Yeah, you're
I
the
think
chill.
they can't.
I'm the coffee, you're the chill.
There you go.
All right, we got 0 people in, but I'm just going to
Alright.
keep talking
Well,
because there's going to be people watching this later. Do you ever watch a live stream later on, and it's just the people like, I don't know if it's on yet.
Oh, no one's here, and then
is it
you can
recording?
actually, go back to the beginning and watch it. So that's good.
All right, we got 44 people in. You guys were just waiting for it. I love it. Hey, good morning. Hi. How we doing, y'all? Happy Super Bowl hangover day. Mike is working. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's the first thing I want to hear because this mic is sometimes iffy. We've got a good run streak so far. Knock on wood. But yeah, it's working. Yeah, from England. How we doing? What kind of coffee you drinking? I don't know. It's the free coffee that I get downstairs here. They give it to free, but I'm drinking it out of my Animal Kingdom mug because I'm on a little high from that last time we went with Carter. That was such a good time.
I want to go back.
Oklahoma, high from -40 Canada. What?
I didn't know that was possible.
What?
Wait.
Why?
Celsius.
Why? Still at work. LOL. Literally, I'm hungover as well from last night. It's a big drinking night. You know, whether you're into the game and you're just having a good time, or you're not into the game, then you're just kind of drinking because like, what else is there to do?
Criticizing the commercials. Or something?
Exactly. Good morning from Tennessee. You had it out of the Chicago's polar vortex. Yeah, we made it out. It was good. All right, now that I know the mic's working, we're switching to super chats before the chaos takes over. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? Good morning.
Sorry, I got hiccups.
Well, now we have to start over.
Hi, welcome to
That was, as I'm sure you've heard, echoed over and over last night and this morning. That was a very boring Super Bowl. That was a boring Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to say all together.
Really?
All together.
Even commercials? Halftimes.
Commercials were okay. First super chat. Fliptrepreneur. How can I book We the Kings for my wedding? Wifey loves you.
Oh.
That's awesome. I don't think we've ever played a wedding, like full band. We have a booking agent. You can go through, I think it's info@ozonemm.com. Ozone is our management, ozonemm.com. And you can go through there to book for anything. But I'm just going to be frank. You could probably find an amazing local music artist like a string quartet or something for half the price of what it's going to cost to fly everybody out. Just like the flights alone get kind of nuts. But, if it's something that you really, really want to do, go through them. They do all the ins and outs. We're just the dumb people that show up with drumsticks.
Oh.
We just where are we going? Cool. Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's go play a show. They don't let us deal with the business aspect, and probably for the best reason.
And congrats on the wedding.
Hey, congrats. Yeah,
That's
congrats.
exciting.
Nikki. Hola, mi gente.
Mi gente.
Mi gente.
My people.
That's what I said. Nice sunny day. Happy Monday. It is a nice sunny
Monday.
day. It's weirdly cloudy, but the sun's kind of going through. We got plenty of light on us as is. So
It is going
happy
through?
Monday. Yeah. Look at our faces. Look at our faces. Like I'm like too white for this light right now. It doesn't even register my skin in some parts, but it's okay. Yes, it is a nice sunny day. It's actually, you know what it feels like? It feels like England, which is perfect because today is a big game day.
Woo!
We are going to the pub.
Yeah.
We're going to go watch Liverpool play at 3 o'clock. Liverpool's going huge. This will be Valentina's second time.
Second time, and I am honestly the only girl at that place. It's like, okay, the servers, 2 girls, and that's it. Last time, I'm not kidding. It was like 30 dudes, 40 dudes, grown man, all adults, like, what? And singing and clapping, and I love it. But I was the only girl, like.
That's not true. There was a girl behind you with a kid.
Okay, one who left to go to a park with her son.
So she was there for a minute.
And then the husband was cheering, and it's exciting because I clearly don't fit there, don't belong.
Everybody
but I have
fits there.
a blast because I'm just cheering, and your excitement gets me excited, and it's so cool. And that's why I want to go back. It's so fun.
It's not like they stop people that don't, like, they're not like, are you a pasty white man? I don't think you can come watch soccer in this pub. It's just, anybody can show up, and that's who you get coming to watch English soccer.
Here's the thing. The girl, like, I'm watching, and they're, whatever, the game's going on. They're like, well, why'd you do that? And I'm just like, what's going on? They haven't scored yet, so there's a lot to it during the game that you get into, get into.
Yes.
And yeah, I don't know much about soccer. It's just fun watching it.
It is. I agree.
And I drive. Well, if you want to have a beer, it's good.
Yeah. She's the best DD ever.
There you go.
Fliptrepreneur again says thanks. We'll contact bookings. Cool, I love it. LeBron owns Liverpool. Yes, actually Liverpool is mostly owned by the people who own the Boston Red Sox. They co-own those two teams. It's like the people who own the Bucks own Manchester United. So I think those are the only two. No, there's a couple American owners of English football teams, but Liverpool, it's the Boston Red Sox owners. And then LeBron James bought, I think it was a 2% ownership or something like that, and he did it like 4 years ago. And then all of a sudden, they took off and got really, really good. He bought them when they were like not so good, and then they took off. So
That's good.
I think I saw a tweet from like some guy who's like really into the sports business. He said that LeBron's already made like $40-something million on his investment in
Jesus.
Liverpool. Like already has that return.
Jeez.
Smart to invest there.
Yeah.
I don't blame LeBron's investments. He owns part of Blaze Pizza.
Oh, I love Blaze.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And he owns part of Liverpool.
Smart man.
He's doing it right. Anna Harris, your favorite ride at each of the Disney parks. Ooh, I like that. I don't have to single it down to the entire park. Okay, I like that. So
Magic Kingdom, I'm going to go with Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep. I'm sticking with Splash Mountain.
Splash. That's my second one.
Yeah.
So that's Magic. Animal Kingdom, I'm going to go with the Safari.
The Safari is awesome. That's a tough one because I love Everest.
You love that one.
I
think
ride
that would
it every
be
time,
yours.
but Avatar.
Oh,
Avatar by far.
is incredible. I love it. But because I get dizzy, if I don't have ginger tablets, I can't ride it. So
The Safari is cool,
it's
though.
I will always do that one. And now with Carter showing him the animals, coolest thing.
Yeah.
So I love that. Then Hollywood Studios, I'm going to say Toy Story because they have the little shooting thing that I always beat this one at.
Yes.
But you win by like 200,000 points.
I'm not bragging. You're bragging for me.
Here's the thing. Explain
You're like
it to
coming
me.
at me because you
I know.
bragged
I don't know
for
how to
me.
do it.
I just said it's a great ride.
I don't know if it's you have to, if you haven't played it, shoot at, is it pressing? No, pulling on the thing.
You pull the trigger. Here's the technique. You sort of it's a ball,
Pull
right?
it.
It's like a ball attached to a string like this, and you gotta like get your fingers around it, and you just go ding, 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 and
Right.
that's how you shoot the thing.
That's shooting, but you also have to point, aim at the freaking numbers, targets. And
It's an amazing ride for people who like to compete, especially.
I'm very good at knowing where the target is, but I'm not fast. And he going, and I'm like,
the drummer muscles.
I know, so that's cheating. We should subtract some so every time we play that game, we take a screenshot of the scores and yeah.
I like
always
the
win.
ride is all I'm gonna say. It's a great ride.
But
That was
I think-
amazing. You always win. But you know what? You're
I should have left it at that.
Yes. Great
No,
ride.
but you like the roller coaster there. Not Toy Story, right?
I like a lot of rides there. Tower of Terror is like a personal favorite because
Love that one.
I remember riding that as a kid. I'm a big fan of Twilight Zone.
I used to do that one as a
Star
kid.
Tours is that's got the best rides like pound for pound. You can hit like 4 incredible rides in a matter of like 2 hours and then bounce.
It's a good one.
So I
yeah.
would say that.
And then I'll hurry because I see the super chats. And then the last park would be Epcot. I like Soarin'. I love Soarin'.
Mine would be
at
Test
Epcot.
Track. Test Track at Epcot for sure.
Yeah, I
Test Track.
haven't done that one, but again, I
one's
don't
fun.
do fast stuff, roller coaster stuff. So
Yeah. Are you sure it's not Journey into Imagination with Figment? Do you want to see the weirdest? Okay, so there's always like cult favorites of things that aren't that good. Okay, so you know how like cult classic movies, like, yes, they're fun to enjoy, but they're not necessarily like great movies. They're not the movies you would pull out in a room full of people. Like, what do you guys want to watch? Most people would go safe with like The Avengers or like Wedding Crashers or whatever people put on. This ride, people love it to death, like Disney heads love it to death, but it is the weirdest ride.
it's so bad.
Figment is the like mascot of Epcot, the figment of your imagination. It's that purple dragon. You've like seen him before.
Little drag, yeah.
Little dragon. But his like whole introduction was this ride. YouTube it.
It's so bad.
Go on YouTube and look at Figment's journey into imagination and just watch the YouTube video, ride the ride. It is the weirdest ride ever. But it's like such a cult. Like if they ever tore it down, there would be a riot.
Yeah.
There would be a riot of pass holders at the
For
door.
no reason, though. Well,
Even though they could make room for like an amazing ride. Like I bet they
better.
wanted to put, what is it there? The Guardians of the Galaxy ride, and then
anything, yeah.
But whatever.
The first time I went on it, he kept telling me, it's so bad, you don't do it, it's so bad. I was like, please, please, please. And then I did it, liked it, and then the second time I hated it. Like, why did I do this again? I think it's because the first time you made it sound like it was so bad.
I made the standard so low.
Yes, that I was like, it was actually enjoyable. And then the second time,
You got the real, you looked at it through real eyes.
Yeah,
real
that was not good. Jennifer Mejia Herrera, how do you feel about the situation in Venezuela? It's sad. Obviously, I have friends and family who are going through it. It's very confusing and it's hard to explain to people who live here. I actually sent you a link of what's going on. To be honest, I try to stay away from all the news and watching and everything because it brings back so many memories from when I lived there and things that I've been through that are just, it's hard. And I think you kind of like block those memories and you try not to think much about it because the government it's just corrupt and it's sad what they go through. And so my family is okay, that's the main thing, and my friends, but I just hope it gets better somehow with a new president or something. That's my opinion. It's hard.
I'm just glad it's getting the attention that it's getting, and it's not being like buried, and sort of the world is seeing what's going on.
And I guess as a Venezuelan, you always hear like this time's gonna be different. This time's gonna be different. And after so many years, I
we do that here.
Will be well, but there's so much violence, and it's just so. I see bloody every time something happens that you kind of lose hope, and it's things that as a Venezuelan I don't feel very hopeful. But I really, one day, maybe things will change. Let's see. You can do that one.
Okay. Apadape is my best guess at your username. If that's not how you pronounce it, I think you should go by that from here on out. GM from Minnesota will be in Orlando next week, taking my parents to Disney. Nice. 40th anniversary. Congrats to them. Any do not miss rides that we should use fast passes. Okay. Depends on what park you're going to, and it depends if your parents can handle movement.
Right.
If you haven't gotten fast passes yet, and you're going next week, chances are a lot of the popular rides will not have fast passes available. You have to get a lot of them 2 or 3 weeks in advance. But I would say if you're going to Magic Kingdom, you can't miss Pirates of the Caribbean.
Or Haunted
Mansion. Those are great classics that are going to have long lines. But if you want to go on It's a Small World, it's going to be a relatively small line.
Those are classic, yeah. And they're it's not bumpy.
Yeah.
You go in a little car and carts.
My parents went on Thunder Mountain. That's another one if you can get a fast pass for that. I think that's
that one's intense.
A fairly intense ride, but my mom doesn't do roller coasters and stuff like that, and they had a blast on Thunder Mountain. So
I couldn't believe it.
Anything that ends with mountain, it might be a little bit if they
bumpy,
get seasick or car sick or whatever, but they're guaranteed fun. Anything that ends in mountain, and the classics, Pirates of the Caribbean and Haunted Mansion, check those out. Okay, what else we got? Any super chats? I don't want to leave any behind. I pulled a bad move and I left somebody hanging last time. That was brutal.
No, it was by accident. You were trying to tell a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of parents, it is my mom's birthday today. It is my mom's birthday. It was my grandma's on the 2nd. Gave her a call, said happy birthday. Haven't had a chance to call my mom, but if you're watching, Mom, happy birthday. I'm going to call you right after this. Wish you a happy birthday and FaceTime you. But yeah, it's so funny that beginning of February is 2 very important birthdays for me. So happy birthday, Mom. And if it's your birthday now or it was just recently, happy birthday. We appreciate that. So
yeah. Can we? Let's see.
Chandra, did she?
Chandra?
Oh, I don't think a text went through, but we'll just say hi, Chandra.
Hi.
Chandra, nice to see your lovely face there on the super chat. But
and there was another person who
message retracted.
Yeah.
Did they use a bad word?
I'm not sure, but we got a super chat and then we don't see a message. I don't know if they deleted it or YouTube does it.
Maybe they paid to say something mean and then we didn't get to see it.
Well, Hi. You were talking about the Super Bowl, and I think we got distracted with the super chats.
Okay.
And you said it was the most just boring Super
Yes.
Bowl of all times.
Yes.
We had a blast
I
at
had
home.
fun.
We stayed home. Carter went to bed early, so we just watched the game.
We had
Great.
we had some of that man dip, which is the question that I answered that I missed from
On
the
the last
live
one.
chat. We had that man dip. It's like Velveeta cheese, breakfast
Chorizo.
sausage,
Oh.
chorizo, and
Sausage.
breakfast sausage, and then tomatoes in there, and you just dip whatever.
Chilies.
I did
Chili.
I ate a piece of pizza and I took the crust and dipped it in there. It was
It's so good.
phenomenal.
Really good snacks. Couple of drinks. Nice. I actually I was gonna say I was there for the commercials. I didn't even see any that were that great. There's only one that stands out, and it's because of how bad it was. It was Burger King.
Oh, the Burger King with
It's a ketchup in the middle. I was like, oh, it's a ketchup commercial, and then Burger King just
What was that? Can somebody
Some-
explain the Andy? Was that Andy Warhol? I believe that was Andy Warhol. With
I have no idea.
eat, like, was
eating
that an ASMR of the past? Like, what was that? Can somebody explain what that Burger King commercial was? I don't know.
And if you didn't see it, he just opens a bag, puts ketchup on a burger, takes a bite,
Struggles to put ketchup
Just-
on the burger. It's a Whopper that didn't have ketchup on it already, and he
or
like,
anything.
goes. It was the
like a
weirdest.
plain-
I'm sure you guys all saw it. Everybody's watching it. Anyway, look it up if you didn't. Andy Warhol, I think it was him. Burger King.
Yeah, so
Whopper.
commercials not good for me unless I missed something else. If you saw something good, please send it. And then the halftime, we gotta talk about that.
Oh, Retro D. Oh, you blocked somebody on Twitter. Uh oh.
Please unblock me on Twitter.
Drama
I deeply
alert.
apologize for that. I am restricted. Here
Oh.
is
What
the
happened?
thing. I actually don't know exactly what happened because I do block people when you say something mean to me or Carter or Danny. I have zero respect for that.
Uh-oh.
And B, when you get into it with other people saying things that are not true, like, oh, Valentina, blah, 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 and you have no idea what you're talking about. So, I'm
here.
very protective over my friend.
Or it was
my
an accident.
family.
Or it was an accident. Let's just say it's possibly an accident. I can't say it's not ever not going to be an accident. Maybe it was an accident. Who knows?
Maybe. But I will look into that, and thank you for apologizing. I will...
Oh, it's hot in here. Kennedy Worthen. It's my daughter Maddie's 16th birthday.
Happy
That's a big one.
birthday.
That's a big one. Happy 16th birthday. Happy sweet 16.
It is a big one, yeah.
I hope your mom bought you a Ferrari because 16. Everybody.
No pressure.
I'm kidding. My mom, she was so sweet. She raised us three boys like pretty much by herself. So when Mark and I turned 16, she's not gonna buy us a car. It's amazing that she was able to put food on the table for us. But she got us like little cars. Like they were just little. She's like, I know it's not a real car, but here's a car for your 16th birthday. Gestures like that sometimes mean just as much. So it's all good.
That's cute.
But yeah, let's get to
Ashley Daluz.
Ashley Daluz. Hi, did you see the new Toy Story 4 trailer? I did. Toy Story is my favorite Disney movie. If you guys remember, I did like a bracket of like Pixar movies, I think it was, that
Yes.
Pixar Disney
yes.
movies, and what won? Toy Story is ultimately the best
Favorite.
Pixar Disney movie. I'm always excited when they release one. I will probably see it opening day.
Yes.
There's a big quote that I had when I saw the first one that my stepdad loves to recite. Mark and I came out and we're like, that's it. They don't need to make any more movies.
Ever.
They already made the best movie ever. I think we were in like third grade or something. We're like, that was the best movie ever. That's it. Don't make any more.
Till this day, you feel like that.
Pretty close. And to this day, whenever we get like birthday cards, Alan, my stepdad, gets us like, he gives me a Buzz Lightyear one and Mark a Woody one. Like our 32nd birthday, I got a Buzz Lightyear card from my stepdad. It's hilarious.
I love the new characters in the trailer.
Was
It's
it Key and
funny.
Peele? Was that Key
I
and
know
Peele in the
who it
trailer? I think it
was.
was. And it's funny because Travis and I went on a big Key and Peele like YouTube spree on this last trip we just took to Chicago. Like at the airport, we were just watching like 2 hours worth of those skits, and man, they're so funny.
And sorry, Micah? I'm
I-
so
I-
bad at pronouncing names.
I'm saying Mika.
so sorry.
I'm saying Mika, and she hasn't corrected me yet. So, are you an Incubus fan? Favorite song from them? I am an Incubus fan. When I was in high school, I used to run cross country to that album they have, Science. I like all their stuff. They definitely fluctuate a lot. I like how their sound changes a lot. If you obviously follow We the Kings, we try and change our sound a little bit every album. Every album has its own sort of sound and flavor. But we keep it relatively in that same sort of catchy wheelhouse. But Incubus has, I mean, they change so drastically. Listen to Morning View and then listen to Science. Science is just guitars and do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And then Morning View is like that, what's that Asian, like, dum 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 dum. Anyway.
That was awesome.
Incubus, never heard of them. No, I like them. Actually, I never saw them live or anything like that, but I'm a fan. I like them. I listened to that album, Science, and it's like my freshman year. Maybe it was 8th grade. I don't know. But I remember running to that. Go check it out if you haven't.
There you go. Retro D, I don't remember. Me neither. I will go into my Twitter.
All good. No worries. Let's water under the bridge.
There you go. Shane,
Olek, you excited for Sand Jam in April? Sand Jam? I am unfamiliar with Sand Jam. If that's a college-related show, they don't tell us the names of them. They just stick them on our calendar.
Yeah.
Or Google or Apple Calendar. They say what the college is, the date, and what the flight information is. So if that is a college show, usually when you got the name Jam in the title, guaranteed to be a banger. So yes, you this comment alone has ignited excitement. If it's not a We the King show and it's just something going on locally, all the same, I stand by what I said. Jam will always incite excitement. So yes, the answer to that question is yes, I am excited for Sand Jam.
Going back to
Super
the
Bowl.
Super Bowl halftime. What was that? As a
I was
Maroon,
not a fan.
as a Maroon 5 fan, or used to be, I was very disappointed. Very.
Oh, shame. No, it's a festival in Panama City. Well, I love Panama City. Very close to that city because of Mark lived there, obviously, for a while. And big fan. And I didn't know about it until now. Obviously, like I said, my excitement is still there. And I'm going to check it out probably the second I sign off. So thank you for that. Appreciate that, Shane. But yeah, the halftime show. I'll just say my piece.
Please.
I think in the past 5 to 6 years, the standard has been set so high. Like a lot of people remember, like, I'll just start citing some out. Like Katy Perry crushed it. I know a big thing about that was the Left Shark, but she put on a show. Like, I like to see, like, hey, as the band, not like the production around it. Like, yes, you can have the audience members hold stuff up that's cool and has a message. I love it. You know, like Coldplay had a great equality message. But, like, what did the band do? Because the camera's on them 90% of the time. So, like, what are you doing with all that camera time? Like, we
Attention.
hear it, but this is the halftime show. Like, even the Rolling Stones were 60-something and rocked out. They were 68. Like, that inspired me more than any halftime show as a musician. Seeing them at, like, 68 or something, 67, like, just moves like Jagger. Wow, nice callback. Crushing it. Then Bruno Mars is hands down my
favorite
halftime show ever. A lot of people will say that Prince was the best. Fair enough. Lady Gaga was the best. All amazing halftime shows. But strictly speaking from what I said before, 90% of the time the camera's on you. Lady Gaga crushed it. Her style and her stunts are fun. She like jumped off the
I don't remember
top
her
of she was on the
much
top of the
her.
stadium and she like jumped off of it and like flew down.
Yeah.
And she's a great singer and her style was also fun to look at. But like go watch the Bruno Mars one and you could
So
tell
good.
in his head he was like, I'm gonna give these MFers a show. And just every second.
That's the thing. Like, you have to show all of your moves. Like, this is it. So many people are watching, and you can't just do what you always do. You have to be different. Like, you're there
Adam
because
Levine.
people like what you... It's just awkward moves and everything.
And it's not like I'm not saying that if you can't dance, you can't put on a halftime show, but like what are you like it's just
Your
gonna go back.
songs, something. It's just the energy. I mean, I'm not
Energy.
a performer,
That's a
but
perfect word for it.
you have to show that you're excited to be there, and I didn't get that from last night's performance. Even the songs, like as a fan, I knew some of the songs, but he was like what? Like, I was not excited, and I was very disappointed, and it made me want to find Bruno Mars, like, the halftime performance, and
We watched. Actually, we literally watched it 30 seconds before we hit live on this show. We were watching the Bruno Mars.
And if you go to if you go to the Super Bowl and people are looking up older halftime shows, I don't think that's a good sign.
Yeah, no, it's not a good sign. I think what would have saved that halftime show is so Big Boy came out. Big Boy is one half of the legendary group Outkast. He came out. They're Atlanta based. Super Bowl's in Atlanta. I loved all that. But what would have saved it is if Andre 3000, my more favorite part of Outkast, if Andre 3000 came out in the SpongeBob halftime marching band get up and did that song while doing Andre 3000 things.
People would be talking about it. Like,
would have brought the house down.
The fact that people were talking more about SpongeBob than Adam Levine, like there was nothing good coming out from tweets, from anything. That's disappointing. So
what was your favorite meme tweet about the halftime show? Because I've got mine.
I was dying laughing last night. Do you have one in mind?
Yeah. When somebody said Adam Levine's body looks like a Chipotle bag or something. Just like a Chipotle bag's just like a mess of like graffiti or something. And then Adam Levine it looks like a sticker book.
I love the comparison of his outfit looks like my kitchen towels, and it's two kitchen towels that had the same pattern. Lost it. There were so many, but that's not good. That's my point. I'm not into football, so I don't remember any of the games or anything. Just performers, different things here and there, and I can name some. Whether they were good or bad. Like Katy Perry, I wasn't really a fan of that one, but I can talk about the Sharks and I can talk about different things so that if people talk about you, that's a good thing. Your name is out there, but this one just, and the game itself?
It was...
You were into it, right?
It was good defense. But the Super Bowl should be entertaining for people who don't watch the entire season or are invested in fantasy football. Right. It should just be entertaining for everybody, Like the World Series should be like a home run sluggerfest if you're trying to market the excitement of the sport, in my opinion. But what happened is if you have two great pitchers in a baseball game, amazing performances, everyone's just striking out or not making it to first base, and from the stands it looks like the most boring game ever. But you have to respect those pitchers. In the same sense, those defenses and the coaches telling the defense what to do and how to position themselves like a chess game, they were making such amazing calls and doing interesting things. Even the Rams, even though they lost, their defense was doing really cool stuff to keep Tom Brady and the Patriots where they were. I enjoyed it in that aspect, but I totally agree it was very boring to watch on a general sense.
Yeah. Missy
Davenport, what up, girl? Saying We the Kings should be on the Super Bowl halftime show. That's a lot of pressure.
But you guys would entertain. Travis would go just nuts.
Travis would probably do something.
Show all of his colors. That's the point.
I would probably put on the left shark costume and play drums in it just to make sure I did my part to get energy going and the buzz going.
The shark in the back. Oh my god.
I would definitely do that.
So funny.
Definitely do that. Okay, what else we got?
Tony,
Tangney, I love you guys. I wish I could give more. No worries. You don't have to give anything at all. We appreciate it. Just want to say what's up, Tony. Tony T.
Sorry, I'm so congested, by the way. I keep
Modesta Blades. Danny, who's your favorite drummer of all time?
Jake.
I do love Jake.
Jake is
a very entertaining drummer to watch. There are a lot of great drummers.
I've never seen him live.
See, it's just touring now. Obviously Luke Holland is a great one. He's a phenomenal drummer. But of all time, I don't know.
Drummer.
These are going to be boring answers. Buddy Rich, back in the big band days. Big band was when you had all the horns sections, and the drummer was the lead singer. I'm biased.
What?
Yes, big band. It's a genre. It's there would be bleachers essentially of a horn section.
Okay.
And then there was just a drummer off to the right, and it was his name on the drum kit. So it was Buddy Rich and the band.
Of course you would love that.
If you guys remember Conan O'Brien back when he was on network TV, they had Max Weinberg and the E Street Band. That's a callback to that big band style. The drummer, Max, was the lead singer and crushed
Alright.
it with his traditional style and had his horn section. Like I
We'll give you a mic.
that's not like an ego thing. I'm just saying like go watch Buddy Rich play. There's a solo he does with just his sticks. Go watch Buddy Rich drumstick solo. If you want to just take a quick, brief 5-minute history into like amazing drummers of the past, he takes his drumsticks and goes like.
That's interesting.
Doesn't
I
even
wanna
touch his
watch that.
drums, and it's in the middle of like a whole big band song. He does a drum solo, and then he goes.
Wow.
So that's why
cool.
people say Buddy Rich is one of the greatest drummers of all time, and that'll be my answer today.
That's cool.
No offense, Jake.
DeBrian.
The Brian Ragland channel says, Danny, did you check out the band Ghost yet? I didn't.
Shoot.
You told me to.
Forgot, yeah.
I have the feeling like
Write it
the
down.
teacher's like, all right, turn in your homework, pass it forward, and I'm like, oh, did you?
I forgot my backboard.
Can I just copy yours real quick? I did not check out Ghost yet, but I'm gonna write that down.
We'll do it.
But yeah,
We'll
I will
write
check
it
it out.
down.
My dad.
Yeah, but it
Hap-
does not feel like a Monday after a Super Bowl.
A little bit. I was a
Really?
little slow to get out of bed this morning,
Oh.
in a Monday after the Super Bowl kind of way. But other than that, I know what you mean. Like a lot of people are sort of like tired of the Patriots winning again, but I did that preemptive tweet where
Yeah.
it's just like that dynasty has to live out right now. Like you have if you're gonna win the Super Bowl, you just have to beat the Patriots. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
You have to beat Bill Belichick and Tom Brady and whoever they have. So if you're not going to do that, you're not going to win. Here's what sucks about the Super Bowl. If you lose the Super Bowl, like the Rams, they almost look like they did worse than the teams that they beat to get to the Super Bowl. Like when people are like, who's a better team?
Yeah.
Like who's a better team last season, the Rams or the Chiefs? People are like, the Chiefs. Like the Chiefs crushed it. The Rams lost the Super Bowl. But like the Rams got to the Super Bowl. So it's like one of those things where it's like Atlanta, when they blew that lead to the Patriots 3 years ago, they looked like the worst team that season, but they got to the Super Bowl.
I
So
know.
that's what sucks about the loser of the Super Bowl. It's a hard fall. So congrats to the Rams. I think the city of LA deserved something like that because you really have to yank those people off the couch to be sports fans. And if you're not fans of football after seeing that Rams season, then, I mean, you're just pretty cliche LA, not really giving a crap about that stuff. Anyway.
Yeah, random. I mean, it's about Super Bowl, but I thought the cutest part, if there was one cute part about the Super Bowl, at the end when they're like holding their daughters and the daughters have no idea what's going on, they're just like looking at confettis and he's done a huge, huge accomplishment. And
He's won his 6th Super Bowl holding the Lombardi trophy, the most
I know, and
coveted
the daughter's
trophy.
like-
And she's like reaching for the confetti. It's the cutest
it's
thing.
like, say hi, and she didn't. I'm like, Cardi would have done the same
Yeah,
thing. Roll the head, and we have a few people to say hi to.
gotta get to everybody.
Desi.
Ghost song.
Hi.
Oh, hold on.
Sorry.
Desi, hi. Just see your big orange square. That's awesome. I haven't seen orange in a while. That's a dope color. Hi, Desi. Nicole Lance, hi, hello.
Nicole.
If you guys want to say something, sorry, I don't see it, but hola, hello. Ghost Song Square Hammer is really good. I'll start with that one. I'll go check it
Okay.
out. Thank you. Appreciate that, Brian. Gus Shanique. Post some drum solo videos, bring back workout song.
Yes and yes.
Very specific requests. I like that. I can do that. There's a drum solo. That's the last one I did live.
You have one.
There's one on my channel. There's one. There's a couple on YouTube. There's one that's bad. It was like a hometown show. Like all the guitars messed up, and they had to like do something, and like Trav panicked, and he's like, "Danny, do a drum solo." It's not that good. It's just me whacking stuff. But there's like a planned drum solo that I did that you can find. It's like an actual show, and I think it's from the perspective of overhead.
I think
That's the last drum solo I did. But I agree. I need to do more and sort of
you
release
have some
other
cool
stuff.
ones with your GoPro that you've done even here practicing. You have some,
Yeah, just
no?
kind of messing around and stuff like that. I should do it. I was thinking about
Yeah.
posting them on like Instagram stories, like just doing like drum solo Saturday or something like that, and just kind of posting little diddles or whatever.
And the workout, I like the workout
And
song.
the workout song needs to come back.
Workout song.
I kind of want to like redo it. I don't want to stomp on a classic, but it's weird. It's gotten to this point
Nice
where
to
it's
watch.
like the version of it I have now is like a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy, and it's sort of like cut off at the beginning, and I kind of need to redo it, but I don't want to like act like I don't know, you know. And then when they redo stuff, and it's microwaved garbage, I kind of need to redo it for production purposes. So stand by, you might get something that you like in the next couple weeks. We'll see. No promises. I mean, I still got to work out, so.
There you go. Music in the background. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And then the solos. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Are we making any announcements or not yet? Or are we keeping that?
You can't just say stuff like that. Now people are like...
Well, I thought we were.
Do you know what these people are thinking when you say stuff like that?
No babies.
You can't just be like, are we going to make the announcement? Now whatever we say that's not babies, they're like,
there's no baby. No. I announced that on my channel like a vlog ago.
You have to sell it like that ride at Epcot. Be like, anyway, so now for the worst announcement ever, the most boring thing ever. I don't even want to do it, but I'm obligated to, so let's just get it out of the way, then we can get to the fun stuff. There we go. We are going to release posters.
Yes.
It's a drawing that we got a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, it was like 2 Christmases ago.
It was last? Yeah.
2 Christmases ago. Mark got it for us. It was a friend of ours that we know. She's amazing, Jocelyn, and she draws like Disney-style drawings. And she actually worked for Disney to do it. It's like a very cool, old-school, like hand-drawn animation style.
Of us, the family.
And it's of us. It's me, Valentina, and Carter as a baby. And it was like a gift. It was like a really cool thing that we had. But then we wanted to do something with it, but I didn't want to. It felt like
so
I had
personal.
to ask
it was
her, and it was personal. But you guys love it so much, and we were asked to do so. And then I made a comment about it, and like everybody loved the idea. And then I also asked her, I was like, "Hey, would you mind if we did this? I don't want to act like we're exploiting you and your work." And she's like, "Absolutely!" Like she wants one herself. So
it's on my Instagram.
It's Valentina's latest photo. It's just like this little Disney drawing that we did, and
it's
really
so
fun.
sweet. And
I think we're gonna do a poster.
Yeah, we're gonna do it because some of you or a lot of you were so excited, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool. So I'm excited.
Yeah. We haven't had any merch or anything like that because I just kind of like, I don't think the channels really deserve merch, but we've come back to some activity here, and I think it's time to throw something up for you guys. So that's the announcement.
Yay!
Now you guys are like, that wasn't that bad. We thought it was gonna be something terrible.
Why do announcements have to be babies all the time? No.
I mean, that's what they want to hear.
Well, no.
Sorry, guys. You know how we do baby announcements. They're boring.
No.
When you see the title of it, like, I found a rock. I found a rock in the parking lot that looks pretty cool. You'd be like,
we'll put Carter inside the thing. No, the backpack. No. Where did, this is Brian
Ragland. Where did What's Kickin' Chickens come from? I don't know. It was just kind of something I started saying at meet and greets. If you've done a We the Kings meet and greet, I always wanted to be first. I always wanted to like hug people first. And I would just always be like, what's kicking chickens? And it would break this tension. Because sometimes when people are lined up for the meet and greets and they come up, they're sort of like,
just nervous.
They overthink a little bit. They're like, what should I do? Like, I don't know if I should ask. And then I just was kicking chickens. And I think they sort of release a little bit and just settle into the whole meet and greet and hang out, which is cool, which is a great thing. And then that sort of just stuck. And then it became like something I would just say to everybody. I mean,
that's interesting. I think as a fan, you just don't want to be awkward, and it's so nerve-wracking that you're such a fan of whoever, and then you don't know how that's gonna go. So even
well, I mean, to us, it's even like we don't want to act like yeah, come get your photo with us. I know you want us to like. We're just like, hey, if you want to meet us, we're right here. Come say whatever. Get a photo. Get a picture. Send a video to your friend of, whatever, Travis or Charles saying something. Or, maybe just touch Coley's nipple. I don't know what you want to do. It's your meet and greet. Sorry, Coley. But that's the thing. Is like I just feel like breaking the ice is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And that's sort of where the birth of that What's Kicking Chickens came. And then Wakichi was like a little subtext of that. What's kicking chickens? Wakichi. Actually, I'm going to make a Wakichi shirt. Speaking of merch.
I have one.
Fliptrepreneur. How much to charity of choice to cut your hair? Here's the thing. Love charities.
Yours, yeah.
Love charities. Cutting my hair, and then actually this is really weird. Travis and I were just talking about this at the airport as well on the flight home. We were watching Key and Peele talking about cutting our hair because I had a dream about it in Chicago. Trav thought about doing it, I think a couple years ago. He's thought about it a lot. but he asked people on Twitter, he's like, hey, what if I cut my hair? And the reign of, what? No, don't even think about it. Why would you? I'm crying. like, he was like, all right. But the bigger thing for Trav is that Jenny loves it. Jenny loves his long hair. And I think it's pretty similar on this side of the aisle.
Same. Like, of course, I'm still gonna like you, but...
Was that convincing at all?
Of course. No, I'm so drawn to that. I love your long hair, and I would be very bummed if you cut it. But
I love Charities. I love Charities. Obviously, it was great to work with Charities in the past marathons I ran.
I think the long hair, and that's one of the main things I liked about you, or that's why I feel so attracted to him. It was like, people can't just pull it off. Like, you have to be so confident to just pull it off. Like, men are not supposed to have long hair, and the fact that you just rocked it. Like, people think that, and it's just, I loved it. It's the personality thing. It's just like, you're confident. Yeah. And it looks good.
It's funny now. It's like there's this weird phase where, like, the man bun was like the hot thing to have in like 2015, whatever. And then now it's become like nobody does that top knot man bun thing. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I've like just had long hair for 10 years and tie it up when it's hot. People think I'm trying to still do the man bun thing, and it's just no, just that I've had long hair forever, so long that it would be weird if I had short hair. And
I love it. I love it.
Anyway, Flipspreneur. Oh, sorry, I'm skipping through here. Let me get back. Nikki, speaking of posters, do you still take photos
at Disney?
Photos at Disney for that Instagram page? Well, that would be awesome merch. Yes, that's something I need to get back into. It was called at Prince in the Castle. The play on the word Prince was like to print out a photo. Prince in the Castle. That was something I thoroughly enjoyed. Like, that wasn't even trying to like I should make some money off this. But like, no, I love photography, and I was always going to Disney, and I would just take photos. And I think it was your idea. It's like, why don't you just, people want these? Like, why don't you sell them, or at least make an Instagram
page. Sign them. Just people, I think people would love them.
Yeah, I have an Instagram page up of some of my favorite shots at Disney, and I do think it would be cool art, and I had the idea. I think I announced it, but I never quite followed through with it, which is 100% my fault.
Other things got in the way. You can do it.
It's something I want to do. I want to get back into. Just print out some 5x7s or like 8x10s of cool photos. Maybe sell like little 3-packs, and I can sign them for you guys and just sell them framed, shipped, ready to like come out of the package and hang up. I think it'd be a cool thing to do.
I think it's cool because it tells a story. Like, we go there so much and it means so much to us. But then for you, you wouldn't have like a Disney. It's not like the ears. It's not loud like that. It's just a picture of Disney, but people don't know that that's Disney.
Yeah. It's subtle.
They're very artistic and
it's something that, like, if we moved away from Orlando, like I would kind of want some of those subtle Disney pics hanging somewhere, whether it be like sort of like an entryway, my bedroom, or whatever. Just like that would be cool. Like a little, hey, there's the happiest place on earth. If I'm having a bad day, you just kind of remember that. You're like, oh, that would be cool to be there right now. But stand by for all that. There's big things on the merch table, if you will. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, moving right along. Rose Duffy, just wanted to say hi. I hope you are all doing well. We are doing well. We're having a great time. It's going to get even better once we get some fish and chips and some rowdy pub songs going for Liverpool.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to this Monday. So
it's
my day off.
You had a better time than you thought you were going to.
Yes. Okay. That was another thing. I thought it was just going to be like us sitting down somewhere just watching this like small TV or whatever. No, everyone's just standing and what?
Yeah, this isn't.
It's like a concert, like a vibe. Like, it's so cool.
This isn't like Buffalo Wild Wings during a football game.
No, it's not like
it's like people are standing the entire time, singing songs while nothing's really happening during the game.
But I think what I like about that place is, in Venezuela, I know it's a different sport, but baseball fans are so into it that it's that feeling at that place.
Yeah.
You're just all about the sport, the game, and I liked that. I'm like, well, it's no joke. You have to be, a fan 100%.
I agree with that. And it's funny, as America's pastime game, we're pretty boring fans. Another thing you can YouTube, if you're bored, just want to check this out. Either watch South American baseball crowds.
Please.
Or what I know even better, go watch Japanese baseball crowds. They bring
I've never seen
marching bands, horns, like they have everything there. Like they get rowdy. I think their Jumbotron games, like like we have Kiss Cam here.
Yeah,
Their Jumbotron games are like who can chug a beer fastest, and they'll have two random fans, and one will chug it, they'll have a stopwatch, and then like another one and it's like that's kind of dangerous, and you might be liable for some stuff, but it's just all rowdy. Like nothing's off the table at Japanese baseball games.
That was another thing I noticed. That was the first thing I noticed when I moved here. Because back home, my brother plays baseball, and I used to go to the games. We had passes, and we would go all the time. Crowd's incredible. And then I went to the first Diamondbacks game here. It was so boring. And
it's laid back energy.
just very, yay.
Yeah.
What? In Venezuela, we're like throwing beers and just food, and you're like, when you go to the game, that's the thing. You buy a beer.
Like take part of a baseball game and like be blocking beers the whole time.
But yes, you come out of the game and you're like, you have like sticky, like just beer and popcorn and whatever. It's so gross, but it's so exciting because you're just like hugging random people, and it's exciting. But anyway. This game is going to be fun.
I'll dump a beer on you for the Liverpool game so you can get that feeling.
No. Sorry, we're getting too excited and I'm forgetting here.
Okay, let's
flip.
Let's hit back here. Let's hit back. Speaking of Bills, I just want to say, okay.
No.
Fliptrepreneur. Okay, then let's see some cornroll braids. Flip, I think what you see is what you're going to get, pal. That's about it.
I like it.
My hair is very fine. It's not like balding thin. It's just very fine, very soft, very like, it was whatever, fine hair. Anyway, cornrows, it wouldn't look the way that you think it would look. Like if Trav did cornrows, it would be the dumbest thing ever, but it would look like what you'd want cornrows to look like.
I was going to say, is his hair thin or thick?
No, his hair is thick. Trav's hair is thick.
I've always seen it like up in the...
Like if he lets it fly, if he just goes like, if he lets his hair down, goes like this. Like mine would just sit down.
Yeah, you're right.
His would like literally look like that.
You're right. It stays like in a weird.
Yeah. So.
Position.
Yes.
This one.
Sorry, I think what you see is what you're gonna get. Flip. Holly Berryman says, "Where do you see yourself and your family in 5 years?" Tough. I don't really have a specific plan. And
we're taking one day at a time.
Yeah, because
I think we're just happy.
If 5 years ago you'd have been like, oh, like, hey, where do you see yourself? I wouldn't be like, I have a kid in Orlando.
Yeah.
It would have been a different story. So I think what you can say for that is still doing what I love, because that's all I know. Still happy.
Yes.
And hopefully everybody's healthy, and
yeah. I like that.
I know that's a cheesy, like,
no, we don't even
pageant girl answer, but...
No, like, we don't know if we're going to be in Orlando. So we could be somewhere else, maybe closer to family. Carter, I'm just thinking, like, learning how to, just riding a bike and learning sports. And, like, you talked about him wearing his first, like...
I'm going to lose it.
Baseball
like
get up
baseball
or whatever.
Glove with, like, tucked-in baseball jersey.
Because my brother is going to be all about that. Mark is into sports. I mean... His uncles are into sports. Dad, it's gonna be so cool, and he's gonna be all about it, and just wearing that and going to a baseball game, going to Disney with him, and it's gonna be fun.
Just hope everybody's happy. We're still on a path of just
how we're going.
Happy. Is today better than yesterday?
Correct.
You're doing just fine.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Got some Japanese yen pouring through. I guess you just want to say hi.
Hi, I don't know what that
Konnichiwa.
says.
Konnichiwa, that's the username, and then just the yen. Konnichiwa. Hopefully you go get rowdy at a Japanese baseball game, because I would be doing that. Who was my team when I was over there? I think I just picked a random team. Like when people come over here to pick a baseball team, they're just like, Yankees, whatever. Mine was, I think it was like the Fighters or something. Like literally their name is the da-da-da Fighters. I was like, that is an impressive name.
Los Leones. In Venezuela,
and
Venezuela.
And they have lions in Japan.
Oh, they do.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. Leones del Caracas. So
Leones de Caracas.
Yeah. So they were incredible and won like every single game. It was so cool. And then I moved here, and the Diamondbacks. My brother's like, yeah, let's just root for the Diamondbacks. They lose every game. Like I love them because they're from Arizona. I've been to their games.
They won a World Series.
How long ago was that? I wasn't in Arizona. It was so long ago.
2000?
Yeah. Exactly.
1999.
I started following them in 06 and can't say much about them. I don't own any jerseys.
Well, if we move closer to Tampa, we're going to be
Probably,
going to Rays
yeah.
games, and
Yeah,
they have never
I know.
won a World Series. And wait till you see the fan base and stadium there. At least the Diamondbacks have a cool stadium.
That's fine. I'll still. Yay! I'll throw a beer.
Yeah.
Ma'am, get out of the stadium. Can you
Ma'am, come here.
You're
And I'll be like,
really
I'll
drunk.
see you at home.
No, but it would be fun to go to a baseball game. We haven't been to a baseball game together. No. And I think you were saying last time, it's the only game I actually know how to play and I get the rules, and we haven't done it.
Like yesterday, the amount of football games she's had to sit through because I watched on Sundays, I still had to be like, okay, they get 4 downs.
I know, and I
to
feel
get 10
so
yards,
bad.
and then they get new sets of downs. But
I still don't
If
get
you don't
it.
like it,
You
you don't like
tried.
it. I get it. Sometimes Valentine will be like, "Oh my God, you're never gonna believe who Khloe Kardashian was out with last night," and I'll be
Or
like,
whatever.
I'll be like, "Okay, I know this means
What?
something to her. I'm gonna try so hard to understand why."
She cares.
And then
Yeah.
halfway through, I'm just like, it just becomes like, so, okay, she wore this dress that she wore, and I'm just like,
You're like, what are we having for lunch? Yeah. So I've learned to stop sharing.
You like what you like,
that.
I like what I like. We like
Yes.
to try and engage in interests
Yeah,
together.
and baseball. We'll meet there. We'll go to that. We'll do
I
that.
think we can meet in the middle there for
We can meet in the middle.
baseball.
There was okay. There's
All right, here we go. The Brian Ragland channel. Danny, do you think the Lightning will win the Cup? I do. I will say this. They're so good. It's weird to root for them because I'm used to rooting for underdog teams in like Tampa and Orlando. Like they don't have dominant teams. That's not their thing. They always go beat the dominant teams, and it's fun for that. But the Lightning are so good. They're like so far in first place that it's almost like I'm not like we got to watch the Lightning game tonight. Like right now, like what team do I want to watch all the time?
the Magic.
They're not even close to first
Yeah.
place. I don't even think they're going to make the playoffs. But because they have that energy, like I want to see them beat the big teams, that's what I love about sports. And I mean, Liverpool, it's different because they're beating Man City, which is the team that's supposed to win. I don't know. It makes sense there. But the Lightning are so good, it's theirs to lose. It would be weird if they didn't win the Stanley Cup. Is the thing. So yes, I do think they're going to win it.
Hockey, I
think it's like a hands down thing to do. I love the Lightning though. I think that's if you're gonna go to Tampa and you go see a game, the most bang for your buck by far is gonna be going to a Lightning game. You go to the Bucks, it's outdoors, they're probably gonna lose, and it's gonna be filled with fans from the other team. You go to a Rays game, it is historically a terrible place to watch baseball. It's cheap. It's cheap.
Oh.
That's one of the best things. Economically, it's
Makes
incredible.
sense.
I think you can go to 3 Rays games and get a hot dog and a beer for the price of going to 1 Yankees game in the same seat and a hot dog and a beer. Like there was some article I read about that.
Oh.
It's the best bang for your buck. But the entire stadium's the color of concrete. The fans don't really show up because it's in St. Petersburg, which is like it should have been in Tampa, which is closer to the rest of Florida. I don't know. There's a whole debate about that. Anyway, best bang for your buck is the Lightning. Stadium's incredible. Team's incredible. People show up for the Lightning.
Oh my god.
Of all places in Tampa where there's literally no ice.
Wow. We still gotta go to a game though. We'll do that.
It's fun.
Peaceful journey.
Peaceful journey. Which one will you give up? Hot dogs or pizza? First of all, none.
I would have hot dogs. Between those two.
Between those two,
Yeah.
there's 2 different answers. If they're unlimited and free, and I don't have to take my shirt off, I would give up hot dogs because pizza is. There's so many different flavor options. You can go pineapple, you can go pepperoni, you can go spicy, you can go like Philly cheesesteak pizza.
I would get sick of hot dogs quicker than I would. Yeah. So
hot
I'm
dogs.
with you. Yeah.
Hot dogs are cheaper, and if you get like whole wheat bread and sort of take it easy on the toppings, you're probably they're their own thing. They're their own thing.
Yeah. I would give up hot dogs.
I'll give up hot
Easy.
dogs first. Yeah, that's
Evan.
good question.
Can I read?
Evan Weaver, love you two so much. Been a huge fan of you,
Okay.
Danny, for so long. Like a weasel eating Doritos in the middle of rush hour traffic. Nice callback to a King's Carriage episode. Keep doing you, Danny and Valentina. Thank you so much, Evan.
Thank you.
That's so funny. I don't know how that there's a.
I don't even know what that is. These videos you used to do.
It was a King's Carriage. Yeah, it was like a skit, sort of like it was inspired by like The Office,
Okay.
but it was like us on tour.
Just filming.
Yeah, just something that I took on. Like the label's like, we need like this content, and I was like, I'll do this. I'll make a show about We the Kings, and I came up with King's Carriage and wrote all those.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for one take, I was just like, let me just say what it sounds like, and I was like a weasel.
Eating.
Oh no, it's Travis's cough. He just went like Hunter's cough. What was it? It's the first episode thing. Hunter goes like, and like cuts to me, and I'm like, very stupid. I think we were all like 20 years old back then.
That's funny.
All right, Shirley Collins. Valentina, you are doing a great job on your vlogs.
Oh, thank you.
I agree.
Thank you.
Mainly because I'm not in them. That's probably why they're so good.
No, thank you. Thank you.
John Reed Crump. Hi, guys. I've never been to Disney and can't wait to go with my son, but what was Danny's mom's reaction to you guys being back together?
She loves us together.
The same as everybody, ecstatic,
She was so happy.
including us. We were all happy that things could work out and sort of come back together. And like I
And
said,
we were always close. Even when we weren't together, I would still go and visit her. So
yeah,
she was happy. We've always been family. And then, yeah,
ecstatic, just like all of us.
yeah. Oh, one more.
Brian says, I went to the game against the Canadians, was 7th row from front, spent $600 for 2 tickets, was a memory of a lifetime. Yes, they won from Crestview, Florida. So
What sport are we talking about?
This is was Canadian, so it's hockey.
Okay.
$600 for 2 tickets was a memory of a lifetime. Yeah, the Lightning, especially if you get right there, you're probably like near like the Tesla coils. Did you know that the Lightning had that? Since they're the Lightning, it's like, if you got to like represent the mascot somehow. So they have these like Tesla coils. Like you go to like a science center and you see like the bzz, bzz thing that you put your hand on.
Yeah.
They have these big like almost kind of scary. Like, is that up to code? Are you allowed to have it? They're these like silver balls that have like lightning shooting out of them.
Oh, I want to look them up.
It's crazy. They're called Tesla coils at the Lightning game, and in the middle of the periods, it's like zzz, 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 and like if you're sitting kind of in the front, they're like 45 feet above your head. It's crazy, but it's
Do they have them all around?
there's the 4 corners of the rink.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you see it, and they turn the lights down low, and you can see the lightning shooting out of it. It's a good time. Yeah, I totally agree.
That's awesome.
Um,
But a memory of a lifetime. That's the thing. I feel like with us or this year, I'm all about just making memories. Like going to the zoo or doing that with Carter. It's just those moments that we're just gonna, always remember. Because Carter's growing so fast.
yeah,
It's crazy to think about that he's gonna be 2 this year. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
And I think going to games like this, going to see Liverpool, and it's fun.
yeah.
It's fun.
Although it's like it's not heartbreaking, but I keep remembering that my mom told me that we went to Disneyland when I was 2.
Oh, I know.
So that's when I was older than Carter, and I don't remember it. So like all these times, I'm so glad that we're vlogging them, because we can go back and be like, dude, look how little you were. We went to Animal Kingdom. Hopefully it's like still around when he's like 10 or 11. And like this, you went on this ride before. You were this little.
You know what's funny? My mom only has like 2 clips, like videotape, like the gigantic ones, of
This
Alfredo
camera.
and I, my brother and I, right? During Christmas. It was one Christmas, I think I was like 3 or 4 years old. And we're playing, and I'm trying to eat or do something with the tree. I don't know what I was trying to do, but it's the only memory that she has of us little. And I saw it when I was older, and it was so weird to me because obviously I didn't remember. And you're just looking at this toddler like, huh, that's crazy. So I wonder what Carter's reaction or what he's gonna feel or think about everything we've filmed. Like watching himself, like, it's not like you feel like, oh, I remember that. It's crazy to me, but exciting. Like, I hope he likes everything we've done.
He's gonna react like we do. He's gonna be like, "I was a cute baby, dang."
Or like, look what you were wearing, what I was wearing, because that's the main thing. Like, I made fun of my mom for outfits that she bought for me that I thought, my mom doesn't know much about fashion. My poor mom, I love her, but my outfits were funny. So it's gonna be interesting, yeah.
Yeah. Retro D, Danny, how did you quit smoking? A lot of people don't know this. Over 10 years ago, I used to smoke. It was when I was I quit when I was 21. I smoked a lot. It's just something that like people on the road do, especially like the van days. You just get out and do a cigarette. And It's a gross habit. You don't realize how much you stink when you smoke. It sucks. But I just did it cold turkey. Like, it's tough. A lot of people try and they'll switch to like dip, gross, or they'll try and switch to like the vape. That wasn't around when I was doing it, and I'm glad because I feel like I would have fallen into that trap. But if you're gonna smoke, I guess do the vape because it's not as bad for you. Like nicotine, studies allegedly show that nicotine's not the worst thing about cigarettes. It's all the other stuff. But I think just quitting that altogether is a great choice that you can make. And I just did it cold turkey. I just had a pack, and I was like, I don't want to do this. And I tried to do it when I wanted one the most. And for me, at the time, I was 21, if you remember. It was every time I would go to a bar and like have some drinks, and people would go out to smoke a cigarette, I would go smoke a cigarette. So while I was like in that mood, I was like, quit now. If you can not smoke one now, through your day-to-day, it'll be easier. And just remember that you didn't do it when you were drinking, when you wanted one, so it should be easy at 1 o'clock. And so I just kind of kept that mentality. And then I got into, you've gone 2 weeks, don't ruin it. And then you've gone 2 months, don't smoke one now, you'd ruin it. You have to start all over again.
And then,
And now it's gone on to over 10 years. So every September, it's
awesome.
It's an annual one. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it.
Good job.
Fliptrepreneur, 5th Disney Park of Villains. Thoughts? 5th Disney Park of Villains.
I don't understand the question.
Yeah, I don't. There's a 5th park?
Coming up that we don't know about? No.
I feel like I would have heard about that. But what's
I don't.
you're gonna have to elaborate on that one, Flip. 5th Disney Park of Villains.
Should I Google it?
Yeah, maybe we'll have to Google that one and say it. If there's another park coming, that's crazy. That's bonkers. Apparently Disney's buying up more and more property. Like they already have, like the biggest section of Central Florida.
Rumored Disney
Wow.
Park revealed. What?
You just blew our minds. These little Disney heads didn't know something that you knew.
We'll look it up. Well, stay tuned.
There's a Disney park that's just all about villains.
Yeah, I don't. We would have to.
It says rumor though. Rumored Disney villain theme park plans revealed. Wait, so they're revealed. It's gonna be a thing. That's bonkers.
We'll look it up.
I'll go check that out. I only have headlines to go off of right now. That's pretty exciting.
Wow.
I wonder if that's gonna sell. Was it like the hot topic of Disney World? Like you just go and like everybody eats poison apples and yeah. Ursula is just walking around. It actually sounds kind of cool. We'll see.
They have to do something cool to be able to sell it for sure.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Yeah. Alrighty, y'all. It was a nice little hour of hanging out. I'm glad you guys could all sneak away from work, tune in, hang out with us, drink your coffee. I almost finished. Hold on.
I need to get hot tea on my nose and just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finished a cup. We're good. And thank you guys for tuning in. We do appreciate that. And we'll see you sometime very soon. And
Vlog.
With the vlog. Probably photos of Carter, 3 or 4 a day. And all the things we talked about should be coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. We appreciate and love you guys. Mwah. Buenos. I almost said good night.
Días. Buenos días. Ciao.
Buenos dias. Ciao. Adios. We'll see you guys next